listen, bitch. Now, little Benjamin be flipping it. In the club, smoke babies in. I don't care if the shoe real, or you still fake kicking it. Man, coming on Instagram, boy, I know you ain't hitting it. Y'all bitches broke. That was niggas a joke. We the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. I got big racks, I got big racks. Niggas get back, niggas get back. Oh, we the chit-chat, niggas get back. In my pocket, so for big rack, can't you sit there? I'm in they mouth, shit like a chit-chat, can't you sit there? Oh, I can't sit there, but I break her off like Kit Kat. Oh, we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Chit-chat, 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 we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Everything on me is stripping. Whoa, everything about me different. Whoa, you hoes up, they so scared to kissing. Hey, big we the chit-chat, hold your listen. My diamond be glistening. Twinkle, gotta listen, bitch. Now, little Benjamin be flipping it. In the club, smoke babies in. I don't care if the shoe real, or you still fake kicking it. Man, coming on Instagram, boy, I know you ain't getting it. Y'all bitches broke. Y'all pussy niggas a joke. We the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. I got big racks, I got big racks. Niggas get back, niggas get back. Oh, we the chit-chat, niggas get back. In my pocket, stuff with big rack, can't you sit there? I'm in they mouth, shit like a chit-chat, can't you sit there? Oh, I can't sit there, but I break her off like Kit Kat. Oh, we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Chit-chat, 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 we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Oh, we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Oh, we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Hey, baby, I think I need a sneaker. Oh, we got these bitches in the flicker. Hey, she suck that dick and bust a hiccup. Oh, I might just finger the bitch. Oh. we the chit chat. Best friend, he's a big friend. Holla little booty, he want that. Holla little thing, he pop that. Let's just he go whip that. Trap mama, we go blitz that. Why you better not get that? I'm on the mind like a blister. Now that you grow, yeah, put the niggas with you. We the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. I got big racks, I got big racks. Niggas get back, niggas get back. Oh, we the chit-chat, niggas get back. And my pocket stuff will be back, can you get back? I'm in they mouth, she's like a chicken, can you get back? Oh, I can't hit that, but I break her off like chicken. Oh, we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. We the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Oh, we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat. Oh, we the chit-chat, we the chit-chat.
Hello, everybody that's here. I appreciate you guys coming through. Give me a second. Okay, my apologies. Oh my goodness. uh, man, it's kind of sort of bedtime right now, so got a fusser going on. Anywho, hello, how you guys doing? Do apologize. Like I said, it was I'm so sorry. I hate when I get discombobulated. Yes, it's the life of a mother. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, lovely one. Hello, Melissa. No nonsense. Gammy. Just watching and taking notes. Please watch and take notes. So, anywho, I came on here because today was a really, really, really difficult day because they always say things happen in, I guess, threes. So, me being from California, born and raised, yeah, shout out South Central, all that. You know, the first devastation that happened was a few weeks ago, you know, with Nipsey and everything. That kind of put a very, I don't want to say dark cloud because it's like his mother said, you know, his his death is not really for us to be upset about. He's in a better place. I understand that. So then the next thing that really got to me was when John Singleton had a stroke, and he's to me he's like on the same kind of, I don't want to say level like that, but as far as California born, California, this the whole sector of where I'm from, he was one of a big major figure in our city as well. Just not just because he was a director and his movies were awesome, of course, but as far as giving back, I know the levels of giving back is different. But if I don't know if everybody knew this, but most of his movies basically were kind of upscale hood movies. And if you didn't know, like in Boys in the Hood and Poetic Justice, few other ones, he actually grabbed real gangbangers from they set sitting outside smoking blunts, drinking their 40s. He actually got neighborhood guys, kids, and put them in his movies. Some of them went on to do major things. Some of them, unfortunately, if you guys remember, not Lil Chris, but the one that's Poetic Justice. And he was in Menace Society as well. He used to have the pacifier in his mouth all the time. He actually died from gang violence, but he was one of the ones that he snatched up from the hood, and he was in a couple of movies. You know what I'm saying? So it's different ways of giving back into our neighborhoods. And, he left, he came back, but he also gave back to the hood as well. So it really was kind of deep to me when he did pass away, which made me start thinking, like I was thinking about this all day. I already think about this all the time because I already have it going on with my own kids already. But it made me think because with him being in the stature that he was in, and to now see after his death, his mother and daughter, and not even the daughters, I think the kids are also fighting with the mom about his estate, and the mother's trying to take control over it because she was his business partner all of these years as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, she handled his affairs when he was alive, so why don't she handle his affairs in his passing? But now it's become like a tug of war. And it made me think about some things because myself, I have 4 children. They also have their father. We have a pretty good life insurance and college funds put away and blase, blase, but it still makes you wonder, are all your affairs in order? Like, I know it's hard as Black people to gravitate that a little bit, to like really sit down, because we always, every day is not promised, like they say. We hear that all the time. Every day is not promised. Every day is not promised. But we always say, well, I'll do it tomorrow. It kind of makes that saying go out the window, because we always think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. It's okay, I just, but we're not promised tomorrow. But yet still in our back of our head, we like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are your affairs in order? Do you know exactly where all your paperwork is? The important paperwork. It's like me. I'm gonna call myself a pack rat. I'm a kind of a sort of a pack rat. You know what I'm saying? I keep everything, like from junk mail to shit that's not really important. I just keep it because I'll be like, once again, I'll be like, oh, I'll open it tomorrow. And then when I get to looking through my file cabinet, I'll start finding shit from 2013. I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't think I really need this anymore. Calling my phone. But, yeah, so it made me think of that, like really deeply think about it. My son is 19. He's gone off to college. But then I'm like, what age is the right age to start getting your affairs in order? And I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, as soon as I had my son, my first son at 22, I was like, oh, let me go write a will and let me go do this. No, I had a lot of growing up to do. It took me a minute. It took me a while, actually. I have my little insurance with my job, but then I didn't also know until years later as I got older that shit ain't really worth nothing. Shit, I still needed it for the kids as well. So there's a separate plan for that, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the will, I'm not going to be sitting up here, and I haven't wrote one yet. I haven't. I never, just my brain just never went just to that right now. And I know I have to because I'm not a spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? I only turned 21 my last birthday. I'm just joking. I wish. But it's just like we have to think about these things. You know what I'm saying? I even think about it with my own mom. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with having a GoFundMe. That's fine. That's great. But I don't want to be that person. I want to make sure everything is set in order. Even when I'm gone with my kids, just like I get cringe when I said that. Like I really just like, I don't want to say that. But even like I said, even with my own mother, even though I know she already got everything, and you know what I'm saying, but it's still like, do I got everything set in place for that, for those moments? And I just want to make sure I do. And I just felt like I wanted to say this to somebody. I talked to P about this a little bit earlier, but to P Money about it. But then I was just like, I want to express that a little bit, because I know everybody has different ideas. Everybody's from different states on here as well. I don't know what's the different, policies or whatever, because even if this is the one kicker that kills me about some life insurance, having somebody in your family with a life-threatening illness. I was going over some policies where it was saying like, you get the policies before your kids grow up. I mean, get older. You get them while they're young before anything happens. But what if your child was born with a chronic illness? You know what I'm saying? So, and I know it's going to be it's hard to find an insurance company that's going to really take it, take him, take her. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's so much. It's so much you need to worry about in life, and it's like we kind of skate past it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I floated for a couple of years before I actually decided to become a real grown up and say, okay, Joy, it's time. It's time. And I'm not saying because I was out partying and doing shit. I was just living life and just, like I said, I do it tomorrow. I'm one of those I do it tomorrow type of people. Even when it comes to my schoolwork in college, I was like, I'll do it in a few hours. Few hours turn into 12 midnight, and then I'm sitting there looking like a damn fool because I'm up to now 5 o'clock trying to finish a paper. So it's just like responsibilities. Because there's nothing to get your kids. Start off with $2-3. When your money starts looking good, you go up a little bit. You just start young. Even with my son going off to college, I was new to that because when I went to college, I didn't leave home. I was a scary cat. I stayed in my city. I stayed in state. He decided he wanted to go out of state. Out of state costs a little bit more money. Then you have the bed and what he got a refrigerator and a stove, not refrigerator, so a refrigerator and a microwave now. But it took me like almost a month because he's one of those kind of kids like he don't want to bother me. But then you talking to him on the phone and he's kind of like, yeah, Ma, can you Zelle me some money real quick? And I'm like, after a while, I'm like, bro, I'm not going to keep sending you no damn money. I said, go down to the cafeteria, go do this. And he's like, okay, because he played basketball. And so the cafeteria, by the time he finished with practice, the cafeteria is closed because we played for the little meal voucher as well, included in his tuition. But the damn place closed before his practice is over. I thought, like, what the hell? But so it took me a minute with him as well. I had to got him a refrigerator, got him a microwave, and you know what I'm saying? And he's living his best. You know, he keep his room so clean. I'd be so mad. Like, he'd be sending me Snapchats and videos and pictures. Like, I don't want to see this shit. The way you left your room before you left this house, boy, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see nothing you want to show me about no clean room. Not for real. But I'm off topic. So, yeah, I just came out here because, and it was really deep because I actually thought that John Singleton, now I know a stroke is nothing to play with. That's let's just cut that out. A stroke is nothing to play with. So I was still a little nervous when he said he had a stroke and he was in a coma, and I'm like, wow, that's, you guys don't understand. I dealt with a family member who had a stroke and never recovered from it. And actually, and I was kind of confused as well because, and I ain't gonna do no conspiracy and all this dumb shit like that. I just was like, they turned off the machine, pulled the plug, as they say. I hate to use that word; it seems so insensitive, but they pulled the plug, and it hasn't even been that long. I think he had the stroke maybe last week. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong with the dates, but. And then with the whole mother and the daughters fighting over the money and stuff, like, God, darn, just chill. I understand I understand what's going on, but it's like, come on, I hope this don't become nasty and messy. And it's like, you're looking at a high profile person like John Singleton, and his affairs was not in order. Not to the point where these two ladies that are family members is fighting over it. You got the mother saying that he's in a coma, and they don't know if he's going to make it. But then you got his daughter in another breath on him saying, oh, my dad is fine. You know what I'm saying? They said he's going to come out of this in probably a day or two. And then they come to find out she's lying. So it's like, it's hard now. Like, why would she say that on record? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to think about somebody else who just had a big old, I can't even think of the person. It's another black person because you only deal with black people. But I can't think of the person's name. But it was another person that passed away, and they were fighting over their estate. Oh, you know what? To come to think about it, I think Prince's sister and them is having some kind of issue now as well with everything too. And then Michael, then wasn't Catherine and Joe going at it for a second, but Catherine ended up getting, she ended up getting power of attorney and all that good stuff. So I'm sorry. If you can't get insurance for your kids under 21, you never know what that can do. It's less than it is. I remember getting when my oldest son was a baby. I don't know how to say these. I haven't seen this come in my mail, in my junk mail, but the Gerber life insurance. Lord, man, I got one of those made, and I think that was the first one I set up for him. That was the first one I set up for him because I kept getting it in the mail. So I was like, I don't even see it no more though. Now that I'm thinking about it, do they still got Gerber Life? I was doing some research on it, and I actually found out that it wasn't good to have Gerber Life. So I don't know. I think I got a couple of dollars in there somewhere for him. And another thing that I'm just all over the place, guys. I'm so sorry. This subject just really got to me because I just had somebody really close to me pass away a few years ago, and it wasn't that bad, but it was kind of bad because the sisters were arguing about the obituary, and they was like, she said before she passed, I don't want nobody in my damn funeral. If I die, cremate me. Then they like, nah, we're not going to do that. So you got one part of the family, the 6 siblings, 3 siblings like, mama said this. You got the other one saying, now I want to have a funeral and have this. And they like, well, she didn't want that because they arguing like if the lady was still here. And she's not. But it's like, respect her wishes. She didn't want a funeral. She wanted to be cremated, even though they still had like a little funeral, It's like at that point too, like if a person tells you before they pass, you are supposed to respect them for that, right? But then you don't. Then it's like you disrespecting them because now you got people over here arguing and fighting, sisters and brothers going at it because that's another thing. It's like, is it? Well, I know for a fact a will put all that shit dead, all that, but it's still like, God, dog, like. I have to give it to Nipsey's mom. Like when she did say that, you guys are being selfish for mourning my son. You know what I'm saying? He's good. He's good. pretty much saying we don't need you sitting up here whining and crying. He's okay. So then that makes me think in death. If the person tell you, I want to be cremated, but you still have a funeral for him, it's like that's being selfish, right? And I know it's all for the look and oh, we still got to do this for her because of this, and still got to have it. But it's like the lady said, no, thank you. I don't know. To be honest, I never passed away yet, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's just a. Of course, you have to get over it. Everybody is fine. They're speaking again, but it's like, come on. So, anywho, on to another thing. As far as with the life insurance and stuff like that, um, I know my dad left for me and my brother and my sister and everything. He also had in there burial expenses because I know that's separate from life insurance, which people don't. I don't know if people know that or don't know that, but I found that out after I found out that that's what they had for us. And living in Vegas as well. I need to stop. Look, I took a communication class, right? I aced it. Boom, bam, wham. But I still find myself when I'm talking, because I'm only talking to my thing computer and to you guys as well. But I hate that I always go, it's like, Joy, just talk. You don't have to do it. I don't do that in real life when I'm talking to somebody in their face. I don't be like, well, because I feel like I'm showing weakness when I do that. So I don't know why I'm doing it now. But anywho, so Nevada has this program, which is awesome. It really puts fire behind parents' behinds that's not thinking about that. So if your kids start off in it's called kindergarten kickstart. That's what it's called, kindergarten kickstart. So they automatically enroll you if you're in public. My kids go to public school. I'm sorry, they go to public school, so they automatically, your name is in this pile. And I should feel offended by that. I need to be outraged that my name was put on this list. But anywho, I think I did sign a paperwork saying something about, how you sign all that bullshit when you first enroll your kids. Anywho, moving on. So when you first enroll your children in kindergarten, the first year of kindergarten in Nevada, they sign you up for the kindergarten kickstart. There's a little letter, hello, how you doing, blase, blase. We're putting $5 into your child's college fund. And it's now, if you want to keep doing it, fine. It's here. This is your you don't have to fill out application or nothing. Because like I said, they take your name as soon as you sign your kids up. It's like, it's rude as hell. I call it the big brother effect. But hey, whatever. That's the government watching us. I know. Okay. So the kindergarten kickstart, which is fire because, like I said, it's money saved away for your kids to go to college. But it's only for Nevada. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do I really want to do this? Because just like my oldest, I was assuming he was going to go to UNLV. I was like, yes, he's going. But he decided. Well, he didn't decide it. Scouts came, start sniffing around him. They were sniffing around him in the 8th grade, but he ended up going to Oregon. Okay. So it's like, it's hard to do that program not knowing. And what, my son is 11 and then my youngest is 6. In what, 5 to 10 years, what if they decide they don't want to go to school in Nevada? What if they're like, man, I don't want to? Now, if there were more schools that had basketball programs besides UNLV, and they were pretty good, maybe my oldest would have stayed. But he wanted to go to a basketball elite school. And I don't think he really wanted to go to Nevada because what people don't understand, Nevada is a transient state. Like, this is like the dumping ground. Like, anybody comes here. And no, I didn't come here because I was running from anything. I just decided to come to Vegas instead of going all the way back to California where it's high as hell. Lovely one, you can vouch for me because I can't. I lived out there for 33 years. Rent out there in the hood, rent is a good 1,500. A good 1,500 just to live in Hoover Hood or live in the Blood neighborhood, or it's it's a lot. It's a lot. So I went to Memphis first, tried that out, did the little Southern thing, woo woo woo, but it wasn't. I didn't. I got tired. It was like, oh, plus the jobs and the school, it wasn't good enough for me. So instead of me going back home to California, I stopped in Vegas. They had a very good program out here. Um, you know, public education and working in the school system, all of that goes hand in hand. Everything is fucked up. But anywho, but the cost of living, immaculate. I like it. I make a I make a good make a good couple of coins. The bag is not too bad. I like the bag when it comes through. But anywho, but anyways, like I was saying with the kindergarten kickstart program they have out here. Now I got peer pressured because I was like I might as well just start it. Now if they don't go to school out here, I'm gonna be fucked at the end of the day. So I might just have to like punish them if they don't go. No, I'm not gonna punish them. I'm not a punisher. I'm not a whooper. They get away with murder in this house. It's okay. Okay, let me see. Hello, Kelly. Kelly. P Money. I know I went through this list already. I might have missed some comments. Let me see. That's what happens to my family. It's best to plan yourself so the family doesn't have to grieve in anger. That is, oh my goodness. Let me tell you, the repast, name, World Star. It was going dizzy. I said, damn, y'all just left us here in a row. Chill. And this is, we was in LA, I think, Inglewood. Yeah, everybody get buried at Inglewood Cemetery. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. No cap, no cap. But yeah, the repast, girl, bye. I was just like, y'all crazy. Then wait a minute, the repast is then the Facebook posts afterwards. I was like, are y'all serious right now? Like that's your auntie, that's your damn brother, daughter. Y'all serious right now? I mean, God, them folks was Lord. It was a lot. It was a lot, and I'm glad that everybody came back together. Everybody is cool now, but it was nasty, nasty, nasty. So yeah, nobody wants to grieve and argue. That's a good one, because that's pretty much what it be about too. And like I said, I have nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with both of me. I guess it's not. I haven't never did one. Um, I had a friend of mine put one up before for urns for her couple of children that passed away. Um, but yeah, I don't really see nothing wrong with a GoFundMe. I'm not that type of person. I like to have all of my affairs in order. In order. I don't want. I'm one of those kind of people where I don't want you to be put in a bind. I don't want to put nobody in a bind because of me at all. Hey, Bamster. Yeah, so I don't want to put nobody in a bind. If I unfortunately pass, I want to make sure my affairs are in order. I want to make sure my kids could just go, and everything is electronic now, so pretty much I give them access. Like my oldest, I always put him as my beneficiary, and my mom. Um, so that's just what it is. I'm good. We're just talking about having your affairs in order for your untimely passing, and then they don't even have to do with your passing. What if you get sick or something? Like a few years ago, I hate to say this because then it's gonna, my people out here are gonna be like, I had surgery because of a C-section I had years ago. Sometimes the doctors don't do what they're supposed to do. So came back and hunted me for a minute, and I had to be out of work for damn maybe 3 4 weeks. So yeah, it's not even have to do with your untimely passing, but what about shit like that? Like that right there, it didn't set me back. You know why? Because I had a healthy little nest egg, even though I was mad as hell because I have to use that nest egg to. But I knew I was going to have surgery months before I had surgery. I knew all of that. So paying up and doing shit I needed to do before surgery, and I knew how long I was going to have to be out. I already had took care of a lot of things beforehand because that's just how I feel. Because I don't want nobody to be bothered. You know, my mom fussed at me one day because I left the house driving when I'm not supposed to drive. Like that, if she was a fly on the wall, you think these people on here call me a bunch of bitches? She was kind of mad at me. Like she was mad. So no, you just everything has to be to me in order. I don't want nobody to have no issues. No issues. My son going off to school, I don't want him to feel like I haven't because it can't work because of basketball. But I also want him to be a little more fruitful with the little money. Like I don't just send him money. You know, I might play with him here and there, 30 to 40, $50 here and there, but I also tell him make it stretch because shit, you're gonna be in the real world by yourself one day without me. Shit, I thought he was gonna be out my hair when he went to school, but shit, he worse it than ever. No, but yeah, I try to make him understand the value your dollar in your pocket. So I don't know. That's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to say rest in peace to John Singleton. He was a really somebody in California, LA that really did something cool as well. Like just walking in the hoods and it's like, hey, you want to be in the movie? Putting this person in the movie. Kelly, you might know who I'm talking about. He back in the day, he used to always have a pacifier in his mouth. Oh, and then you guys remember the guy from Boys in the Hood that had the shotgun and shot Ricky, the one everybody hated. He's another person that John Singleton saw standing outside on the block and was like, "Hey, let me holler at you for a minute. You want to be in the movie?" So yeah, he put some coins in a lot of people's stuff. Yeah, they actually pulled the like I said, is there a medical term for that? It can't just be pull a plug. And they pull the. I don't mean to laugh like that because they take everything on YouTube serious. They like she laughed like no, I'm just like pull the plug is just so impersonal to me. Like it's like oh my god. And maybe he could have woke up. You know, like me and P Money was talking about this earlier. He was like he kind of got like damn. Why would they pull the plug? You know, but it does cost more in a vegetate state like that. But it's also your insurance too. But maybe I, strokes are the most. Strokes are the most. I don't know if that's worse than having cancer when you have a stroke because you never know. You never know. You can come out of a stroke and be just fine. Get up, walk away. Then you can have a stroke and have one side of your body might just be, paralyzed. Or you might just be in a vegetative state for years or the family might just be like, you know what, just, let it go. Just let it go. Because like I said, I went through this a couple of years ago and it was hard. It was hard. Because for one, I had just went and visit that person in the hospital and they was in a vegetative state. And when you've seen a person so lively and so this in your whole world and now you looking at them like that, hell, it was pretty something, man. And then I get back home to California, to back home to Nevada, and just to hear, and you don't hear it like oh, such and such just passed away in a sleep, or such and such just passed. It's like a man had to actually go, or a woman, but it's still a medical device that somebody actually had to go in there and just push off, and that was that air supply, IVs, everything. Is like that's how fast life. That's how fast life happens, just like that. And then I was gonna say something else about I think I'm an organ donor. I don't know. After the whole Kanika thing, I think I changed it. But some people have the in their will where they have don't reciprocate me. Oh, I hope I said that right. I know I didn't. They go like, she said she's a school teacher and she can't talk. She can't. Fuck it. I'm getting so sick of that. I'm so sick of that. But yes, do not resuscitate. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about that. If that's something in my will, yeah, that's what I was just saying, Kelly. That's what I was just saying. But okay, so listen, if maybe he did want to pull the plug or whatever, is there I guess it's in your will, is there a clause in there somewhere, a fine print where it says, after such and such days, if I don't never get better, but then they never mentioned that. All the stuff they want to mention, I'm acting like Cardi B now. All the stuff y'all want to talk about black people, you just want to talk about the fact that mama and the sister is arguing. Now, good question, Kelly. Did they? Is that in his will? Is there somewhere where he did say that? And then again, he has grown children. So how is it that the mother can file a notion to be overseeing his finances and what happens to his body if he has older children? I mean, I think his, I don't want to misquote anything because I didn't go back to see how old his daughter, but with a name like Cleopatra, she got to be old. But I don't know. No, but actually, gosh darn, and what I didn't realize, which really just threw me back, was John Singleton was only 51 years old. To me, that's like the new 30. 51, that's a baby. I'm like, so okay, he's 51. Maybe his daughter could be late 20s, early 30s. So why don't she have? I thought it automatically went to the kids. In that he's not married. He doesn't have a wife, never been married. So I thought it would go to the children. But if they're fighting over it, maybe it's something I need to look into more and not talk about it. Yeah, I thought he was. I'm not going to even lie. I thought he was a nice looking 60-year-old man, but I didn't know he was only 51 now. God damn. We must have went to school together because 51 is kind of close. So yeah, that stroke got him down. But I was listening to, I don't know if you guys know who Willie D is. He's from the Ghetto Boys. He has a YouTube channel as well. It's pretty good. I like his commentary on his stuff. He was saying the same thing because he said he only met John Singleton a few times. But the last time he did see him, he said a couple of years ago maybe. He said he didn't look good because it was like, because he's a real dude. He was like, look, I'm not surprised he passed. And he wasn't saying it in a joke way because fucking Willie D might be 51, 52, 60. So he just like, and when something is wrong with somebody because you can see it. You can look at him like, damn, bro, you all right? Like, you look a little. That's how I felt when Charlie Murphy. With Charlie Murphy, because I just, I know I'm getting my time frames messed up because it just seemed like Dave Chappelle show just went off when in actuality Dave Chappelle show was off for almost 10, 15 years before everybody started resurfacing again. And so over the time, Charlie's appearance just started looking really bad. Like, and I guess he was a private person. I know his wife, maybe a few years before that, just passed away from cancer, and then here it is that Charlie Murphy has cancer. But then again, as I can be a witness to this as well, close to my heart, close to my home. And I hate to use the word black people. I only can say black people because I am, and African American. I don't know, but they do tend to try to not tend to their health like they supposed to, or if they did tend to their health, they don't let the family know until it's too late. So maybe Charlie knew he was passing away from cancer, and he just kept a low profile about it. He didn't say nothing about it. I understand, got the right to be like that. And then when he came back out, you just see his cheeks all sucking in. And that makes me think about Avant, just out the blue. I swear I thought I just saw Avant maybe yesterday, and he was a big fat boy, and everybody was like, "Oh, look at Avant. He's big, he's fat, blase, blase." Hey, China girl. China, Bam. You guys are in the chat. Y'all better go ahead. Look, I'm going to be a promoter like you guys. Go ahead and smash that Bam 100 shots. Sub to her. Go ahead and China crazy ass. China be hyping me up when I be at work. She be just be dancing her. I be like, man, I be up there like, doing the shoulder work because I can't act the fool at work. But yeah, China, you crazy. So y'all go ahead and y'all sub to Bam, China. Now Bam will you got to be ready for Bam lies though, because she not playing with a lot of you people out here in these YouTube streets. I know that for a fact. But I'm just saying. Oh yeah, Avant, when he just out the blue, I was like, wow. Okay, guys, is everything okay? You need to talk to somebody. It's like you never know. You gotta pay attention to your health. Like that's like and I'm bad at it. I'm bad. Like I said, I'm that person that don't listen to the words of "you never promise tomorrow," but then I'm that same person be like, "Oh, I just do it tomorrow. I'll take care of it tomorrow. Oh, I'll make that appointment for the doctor tomorrow." You know what I'm saying? I have to stop doing it. Like right now, my damn knee hurts so bad, but I don't feel like going to the doctor. Because my old ass might find out I got arthritis in my knee, and I really don't feel like dealing with that right now. No. But yeah, you guys talking. So yeah, that was just my thing. Just man, get your affairs in order. Like you never know. Whatever important paperwork you got, make sure you make copies of it. Like all the important paperwork that you have. And I don't know if you guys know what important to me, important paperwork can be make sure all your insurance papers are all put together. You got to plan for the future. You got to make sure all of those things are set aside and put together. So personal records, you know what I'm saying? Like Social Security cards. And this is another thing that I found out too. Somebody told me because I used to have a bad habit of doing this, carrying around all my Social Security cards, my kids' Social Security cards, and it's a hassle when you lose them. Lord have mercy, it is. But somebody told me just make photocopies, get a piece, photocopy of it, all that kind of stuff like that, and I keep it in my purse. I'm not gonna lie because I never know when I need it at a drop of a dime. Because Lord knows I don't know. I only know one of my kids' Social Security number by heart. I got 4 kids, so hey. I don't know all their numbers now. Now my brain don't work that fast no more. I used to be young and cute. Now I'm just old, skinny, and shit. So I don't know. But yeah, just make sure when you have your paperwork. Like right now, as I'm talking to you guys, I have a file cabinet that I haven't really did spring cleaning in a while. So just putting all that kind of stuff together, making sure that certain family members know things, and go do a will. Go do a will. Hey, Chi-Town. Because as hard as it is, I heard it's a little easy. I think there's a website you can go to. Nobody goes outside their house no more. Shit. Postmates my best friend. But yeah, do a will. Even though I can sit here and be like, oh, everybody will be fine if something happened to me. Well, I really don't know that. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So just take care of yourself, and then take care. Because what I heard is that before you even decide to do life insurance on your kids, make sure your life insurance is in proper order. Make sure you're not just paying for some bullshit. Read that shit. Fine print is a hell of a drug because that shit was just some shit to be like, what? What? Wait, what I found? Make sure all of that is just taken care of. Make sure your kids are cool. Your parents, if you have older parents, I have a elderly mother, but she still gets around, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? Man, maybe 30 years ago, one of my grandmothers was doing cleaning up, doing something, and she fell. And you know, back in the day, used to be like, oh, your grandma, oh, she gonna fall and break her hip, and be like, oh, shut up, your mama bald headed and ugly. You know, the little roasting moment. My grandmother fell, hit her hip, and that shit never. It pretty much was what made her pass away because she broke her hip. Then she ended up being in the hospital for almost like, man, my dad used to go back and she was breaking your hip when you older is not cute. And that shit, and ultimately, I guess an infection came, and that's what pretty much how she passed away. Something that small that we don't think about, like me talking about my knee right now. Like little bitty things will, you don't know, take care of yourself. Just casually, you know what I'm saying? Get a cough, go to the doctor. You never know. It's just crazy. It's got to do better. Got to do better. And once again, like I said, got to rest in peace to John Singleton, man. I just hope his family figures all of this stuff out before it just becomes nasty. And I don't know. I would really want to know, like, what's the big deal? But you never know what's happening into people's lives. You welcome, Bam. Chi-Town, Kelly, Gabby. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, I hope everybody is doing well. Kelly, you know, we straight and everything. Y'all my peoples. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Take care of your business. Make sure all your affairs are in order. Just make sure all your affairs are in order. You never freaking know. I don't want to find out, to tell you the truth. But I know one day I'm going to have to. Y'all know I turned 21 on my birthday in August. Hey, that don't count anymore either. Shit, these young kids, man. So, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I really do. I know that's
Oh, we the chit chat. Motherfucker with the chit chat late. All that type of shit late. Oh, we the chit chat, need to get back. Get that in my pocket, stuff will be right. Can you get that? I'm in that young shit like a get that. Can you get that? Oh, I can't get that, but I break off like it can. Oh, we the chit chat, we the chit chat. Chit chat, hey, we the chit chat, we the chit chat. We the chit chat, we the chit chat. Oh, we the chit chat, we the chit chat. Hey, everything on me is stripping. Oh, everything about me different. Oh, you hoes so thick, so shit the kissing. Stop it, bitch. Hey, big we the chit chat, hold it, listen. Hey, my time may be glistening. Twinkle, twinkle, gotta listen, bitch. Now, little Benjamin be glistening. Let the clips know, baby. I don't care if you real or something. Why you still fake kicking it? Man, coming on Instagram. Boy, I know you been getting it. Y'all bitches bro. Y'all pussy niggas a joke. nigga, get